So y'all, stuff has hit the fan in college football like I've never seen before, y'all. For real. And it's all started because Nick Saban has chose to come out and act like a Karen because stuff hasn't gone his way in recruiting, right? And this shit is just mind-blowing to me. Nick Saban basically has come out and he started to talk about the name, image, and likeness deals that's being passed around, that's being utilized in college football, right? And then he starts talking about how, the NIL is being used by programs to entice players to come to the universities. And then he starts talking about Texas A&M basically bought their players to land the #1 recruiting class in the nation. And then in the process of sending shots to Texas A&M, he also sends shots at Jackson State University and the Jackson State University football program, which is coached by Deion Sanders, a man that he is in Aflac commercials with, being buddy-buddy, being cordial, being very, very friendly, right? So it seems quite odd. I'm scratching my head at the whole situation. But here's the quote from Nick Saban. Nick Saban says Jackson State paid a guy $1 million last year. That was a really good Division I player to come to the school. They bragged about it. Nobody did anything about it. Hold on. Y'all, did I miss something? Because y'all let me know. Maybe I'm tripping. When the fuck did Jackson State University brag about paying Travis Hunter $1 million? Openly brag about it. When did that happen? Like, when did that occur? Do y'all remember ever Jackson State bragging about paying Travis Hunter $1 million to come to the school? Nick Saban up here lying, making shit up because he's mad that he didn't get the #1 recruiting class in the country. That's all this is about. Now he's mad he didn't get the #1 recruiting class in the country. Now he's throwing a fucking temper tantrum because stuff didn't go his way. And I promise y'all, Nick Saban, his entitlement is all showing. His entitlement, the privilege that he feels is showing like a mug because he thinks because he coaches the mighty Alabama, majority of the top recruits in the country are supposed to come to him because he's been winning national championships. And the moment that does not occur, he's pissed off. If they don't come to him, and he ain't got the #1, if he don't have the #1 recruiting class and another team that maybe doesn't usually have those recruits does, it's a problem. See, and it's some bullshit too because not only is it a problem, he out here trying to whistle blow. He out here trying to throw folks under the bus, trying to be out here dry snitching and all of that. And I'm looking like, now you see the true identity, the true feelings of Nick Saban. You know what I mean? Because what's crazy about it is, he talking about all these guys paying guys. What the fuck has Alabama been doing for years, y'all? Y'all let me know. Let me know something, right? What has Alabama been doing? Why are these kids from California? Why are these guys from Florida where all these beaches and sunshine is raining high, all these, big marvelous cities? Why they coming to Alabama? And I'm talking about even before they started winning national championships when Nick Saban first arrived there. How were they able to get those recruits there? It wasn't because they just loved Nick Saban so much for winning a championship at LSU. That's not why they came. Y'all let me know why they came. And y'all know why they came. Because they was paying them boys to come to their university. I don't care what he talking about, right? This like the pot calling the kettle black. Nick Saban he talking about all these other programs and what they doing and all this and all of that. He needs to sweep around his own back door before he starts talking about what's going on in other schools. Because, brother, I promise you, 20 years from now, we're gonna watch an ESPN 30 for 30. And it's gonna detail all the recruiting violations that occurred during Nick Saban's coaching tenure at Alabama and also LSU. And everything gonna hit the fan. And we're gonna be like, oh, wow, so this guy is really not holier than thou the way he's making himself out to be. This shit is crazy because he's just mad because he's losing out on some recruits, right? He's already pissed that he's losing the recruits at Texas A&M of all people. What the hell? How did I lose recruits to them? But also not to no little ass Jackson State, not to that little bitty HBCU, that historically black college in Jackson, Mississippi. How the hell did we lose him to an FCS school? So now he's mad and shit, and now his true feelings about everything is coming out because he's pissed the fuck off. Now, I've always respected Coach Saban's coaching ability. I've always respected his ability to get the top players to play cohesively and win championships and get them to buy into the university and the team itself, right? But I always knew who Coach Saban was. Coach Saban has always been a pompous, arrogant person, a narcissistic individual who acts like he's holier than thou, or as black folks say, he act like his shit don't stink. And I promise you, we're going to come to find out it stank just like a lot of these other university stuff been stinking too. We're going to find that out recently. And it's just so crazy because From what I remember, Coach Saban owns a lot of car dealerships, right, in Alabama. And it's been rumored for a while. I remember, like, what, dating back to 08? Nick Saban been out here giving money, giving cars to play. It's been a rumor he's been giving cars to the top recruits that come to the school, to the high top tier players. The top tier players, he's been giving cars and all that we've been hearing. So what the fuck? Like, this stuff has been going on for the longest. And now because it's legal and he's missing out and he's losing out on some recruits, he mad about it? Come on, that's hoe shit. From where I'm from in Chicago, Illinois, we call that hoe shit. Now you acting like a hoe because you mad you ain't getting the recruits that you used to get, or, you know, you're mad that another school is getting them and you feel some type of way. So now you want to play the whistleblower, right? You mad because Texas A&M got that powerhouse recruiting class, and you mad because little old Jackson State and Jackson, Mississippi didn't got a guy that you may have wanted, right? Or now they have a chance of getting guys, whether you believe it's a small chance or not, right? Even if it's just because Deion Sanders is there. Now they have a chance of getting guys that maybe you can recruit because of the NIL, you know, and you mad about it. Now you want it gone. Now you think it's a bad thing. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, for real. And I know a lot of people going to say, well, Nick is just alluding to the fact that, I mean, not Jackson State, but he's alluding to the fact that Barstool Sports is sponsoring Travis Hunter. Well, that ain't what Nick Saban said, is it? No. He said Jackson State paid a guy $1 million and bragged about it. Like, he said Jackson State paid him and bragged about it, right? And even if they did, even if Jackson State didn't, because I'm going to say this, Jackson State did not pay Travis Hunter no $1 million. Jackson State is a school with an athletic budget of $8 million. How the hell do they have $1 million to give to one player, one individual player, one recruit, with a budget of $8 million across the whole athletic department, right? When Nick Saban is on a salary, he get like $9 million. That man getting like $9 million a year. One of the highest paid individuals in the state of Alabama. Like, what are you, like, come on, man, what? Jackson State don't got no $1 million to get to one player. They got an $8 million budget across the whole athletic department. So it ain't coming from them. And even if it came from Barstool, so what, Nick? Come on, man. You know all them boosters that been present at Alabama for years. Them boosters been digging in their pockets, lining them boys up with bread to come to their university and play football. Don't act like we don't know. We're privy about what happens in college sports. Again, even after y'all started winning championships, yes, people that's going to go over there because they want to win and get to the NFL, but it's also boys from California that don't want to leave California, guys from Florida that don't want to leave Florida, that don't want to leave these nice areas with beaches and all of that. And no disrespect to Alabama. I'm not saying Alabama's not a nice place to be, right? But Alabama doesn't have the same scenery, the same tourist attractions that a place like a Florida or a California has. They don't have the same type of, the same type of, like, all the different type of festivities that a state like California would have. They don't have that same thing. So a lot of them boys still, even though Alabama's been a powerhouse, don't want to leave California. And how the hell do you think that Nick Saban gets them boys to leave Cali and come out to Alabama, right? It ain't because they just love him so much. Hell no, you stupid if you think that. You crazy if you think they just love Nick Saban so much. Hell no. Nick been out there playing them boys since he got there. Because again, when he got to Alabama, the program wasn't thriving and thumping and jumping like that, but it got thriving pretty quickly, right? How do you think that is? Not because they love Nick Saban coaching ability at LSU and we just want to die and live by Nick Saban. His name and cachet wasn't up there like it is now. When he first got there, he got them boys there because them boys is getting paid. Them boys is getting dollars, and he can talk that shit all he wants to and talk like he's on a higher pedestal and talk like he holier than thou. We don't believe you. You need more people, Nick Saban. Come on, man. Like I said, man, he owned them car dealerships. He been giving them boys cars, and it's been rumored for a long time. And I promise y'all, if the NCAA played fair, Nick Saban and Alabama would have been under investigation, and they would have been sanctioned 10 years ago if the NCAA really played fair. He talking about parity in college sports and all of that. Man, get up out of here. Again, he needs to sweep around his own back door before he starts talking about somebody else's program. And I got my talking points lined up, right? And then Deion Sanders, prime time. After he took the shot at Jackson State University, Deion Sanders was prompted to tweet, "You best believe I will address that lie Coach Saban told tomorrow. I was awakened by my son, Shador Sanders, that sent me the article stating that we paid Travis Hunter $1 million to play at Jackson State. We as a people don't have to pay our people to play with our people," right? So all of that, and so even people thinking, oh, Barstool paid them the money, right? And they saying they didn't get no money from Barstool, right? Whether they lying or not. You don't think that Deion Sanders has the swagger, the clout, the cachet to recruit a player like Travis Hunter to come to the school? When he go in them black parents' household and come talk to them black boys and girls, they mom know Deion. So Deion was just that electric, that magnifying their mom. They love Deion. Deion has an aura, a charisma about himself, and he understands a lot of them black boys that when they want to go play for the greatest cornerback to ever play the game, one of the greatest football players to ever walk this earth. You know what I'm saying? Deion is what we call a football giant, a football god. Them boys, he got the charisma, the swagger, the tutelage to garner to garner those young boys' interest. He knows how to galvanize a group of young men in a way that they want to come play with him. You get sold on Deion just hearing him speak on all these different talk shows. So yeah, he's saying we ain't gotta pay our people, you know what I'm saying, to play for our folks. We ain't gotta do that. We don't gotta do that. And that's what he's telling him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is the crazy thing about it, right? Because Nick Saban started talking about antitrust exemption and, you know, going to that's basically trying to go to the Supreme Court to stop the NIL stuff from happening. Huh? You so mad that you losing recruits that you want to stop these young black boys from feeding their families based off their talent? Because you that damn mad? Because they ain't coming to your school? All because they choosing other places besides Alabama? Because they choosing places like Texas A&M, but most importantly, they choosing Jackson State University, a little old HBCU that you probably thought would never ever be at a risk or a chance of competing with y'all. And when it comes to recruiting, at least, you never thought you would lose, like Jackson State would get a top 5 recruit, a 5-star recruit. He never thought that. He never anticipated that happening. He never thought that Jackson State would get the same players that they're out here trying to recruit. But I'm here to tell you, with this NIL going on and the fact that Deion Sanders is at Jackson State, it's going to happen. And they're not going to get in the recruits in abundance like an Alabama or a Texas A&M, but the shit is going to happen. It's going to be a culture shift, a paradigm shift, where Travis Hunter initiated it, and there's going to be other guys that come and follow suit because they want to do something groundbreaking. And you got to live with it, Coach Saban. You can't be out here mad and pissed off because shit ain't going your way, throwing a temper tantrum, being a goddamn Karen because shit ain't going your way. Come on, man, that's whole shit at its finest, and I don't care. Alabama fans can get mad at me all they want to. I've been cheering for Alabama and recruiting and watching them boys play for a long time, but that's foul. That's weak shit from Coach Saban. That's weak shit. You want Deion supposed to be your boy or whatever, and y'all supposed to be cool, and y'all doing commercials, and you throw him under the bus because you mad. You so pissed off at Jimbo Fisher, you trying to throw shots at Deion Sanders? Come on, man. That's clown shit, man. Again, man, and I'm very disappointed in what Coach Saban said and what I heard from him. And again, I've been a fan of his coaching ability, but that shit he just pulled was uncalled for. Acting like he holier than thou. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, I don't know, man. I saw this, I couldn't believe it, and I can't wait to see what Deion Sanders says. Jimbo Fisher already lighting into his ass, telling him basically, hey, you know, my father would have slapped me for cheating. You know what I'm saying? And cheating and lying and stuff like that. He should have slapped Nick Saban, right? Calling Nick Saban a narcissist, basically saying they held him as the czar of football. But if we dig into their past, I promise y'all we can find a whole lot of shit that's going on. It's a lot of skeletons in their closet in Alabama. He talking all that tough shit and all that. Boy, cut it out. All that Nick Saban be mad as fuck. He just a pompous, arrogant individual who's really great at coaching football and recruiting. And he got mad. He's mad he got out-recruited. And he mad that some of the other recruits is going to a school that's a FCS school, an HBCU, a historically black college down there that he felt like shouldn't even be in contention with them, right? So he mad at Texas A&M. Jackson State called strays because he mad. Because what the fuck? How am I losing recruits to Texas A&M and Jackson State? What the fuck? How? How am I losing recruits to them? He don't give a fuck that Deion Sanders is there, if Deion Sanders is there or not. He feel like they ain't supposed to be losing no 5-star recruits to Deion, no matter what. Well, Deion Sanders got a je ne sais quoi and a flair and charisma and a knowledge about them young black boys you probably don't have, Coach Nick. Because I don't care what nobody say. Them boys go to Alabama not just because they love Coach Nick Saban so much. It's because, you know, it's a hotbed for talent. A lot of the NFL teams look through that program to get talent. You know, they draft them guys strictly out of that program. And that's really it. You know, they play on TV, right? Not because, oh, Nick Saban, he vibe with us so well and he understands. I don't think that. Nick Saban he look like he run his team like a dictatorship at his finest. And that's it. I remember he got mad at a young boy for trying to go to the league early. And I don't care it's because Nick. This is a couple years ago. And everybody is because Nick knows he's not ready. Hell no. Nick wanted that boy to stay there to help him win. To help him get championship. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he need to get his degree. Hell nah. Them boys ain't really getting no degree. It's a free education. No, them boys taking whatever classes, physical or massage class, or coloring book drawing class, just to stay eligible. So when they get out of school with that degree, they can't really do nothing with it. And if they don't make the NFL, they screwed. Right? So all of that, they getting a degree out now, man. Them boys trying to get to the league to feed their families too and keep it going. Nick Saban was mad at that young boy. I forgot who it was, man, a couple of years ago for going out to the league, and the young boy called Nick Saban out on it. Because Nick Saban out there be getting mad when shit don't go his way. Everything got to go his way, or he throwing a fit, throwing a tantrum like a little ass kid. I don't respect that. I don't honor that. You know what I'm saying? Now, because shit ain't going your way, you want to, undermine other teams and be a whistleblower. Now you want to be out here trying to dry snitch, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Because even if them boys getting paid, so what? So what? Y'all been doing it for the longest. Come on, now you mad. Man, get up out of here, man. I'm telling y'all, man, when folks get mad and folks stuff don't go their way, their true feelings always come out. Their true individual personalities and characteristics always shine bright. And that's what basically came to light with Coach Saban, right? That's why Jimbo Fisher is going at him so crazy. Because he like, nah, man, this dude out here trying to throw shots and shit. Nah, man, we ain't going to let that ride just because he's Saint Nick and he the god of football. Yes, he's an awesome coach, the greatest coach to be in college football. But so damn what? Shit don't got to go his way all the time. He mad because stuff didn't go his way this time. Now he want to talk about parity and shit. Man, listen, Alabama been in contention for the longest. You know what I'm saying? They've been getting their championship for a while. Now he mad somebody else got a chance to get it. Come on, man. Yeah, this shit is crazy, man. Mad at them boys down there. Mad at Travis Hunter because Travis Hunter then went to that HBCU. That historically black college down there in Jackson, Mississippi. How dare that happen? He supposed to go to the power schools. If he don't go to Nick Saban, go to the power schools. But you definitely supposed to go to Nick Saban, right? Because you the 5-star recruit. Fuck out of here. He mad. Then he mad Texas Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo Fisher got that top recruiting class. How come all them kids went over there? You know what I'm saying? That sound like, I swear to God, sound like a dude when a girl leave him and he over there, hey, why you with him? You don't need to be with him. You supposed to be with me. Then he started talking, trying to down talk the other dude to try to make the girl like him, which is some cornball sucker shit. Oh, he ain't got what I got. He ain't inspires me. He ain't inspires me. He doing this wrong. He doing that wrong. He doing that wrong. He doing that wrong. Why he over there with you? He supposed to be over there with me. Some old hoe shit, man. Come on, man. Classic cornball stuff I done seen every day in the hood, in regular society, in corporate America. I've seen that happen. With me working in corporate America, stuff like that. Nick Saban ought to be ashamed of himself, man. Relax. You know what I'm saying? And tell them boosters to dig a little deeper in their pockets if they want to get some more players. Tell them to dig a little deeper in their pockets and fish out that bread if they want some more of them those top recruits to come in. You got to dig deeper in your pockets, brother, and go all the way to the bottom and go give out that cash to them young boys like y'all been doing. But you got to up the ante a little bit more because, hey, them schools that y'all say is cheating and handing out money, hey, they might got a little bit more money than y'all. So go holler at them boosters, Nick. Tell them boys, hey, we need some more. We need some more to compete. Just say that then. Don't try to get mad, nah. You feel me? Texas got that old money. You saying, oh, they handing out that bread. I don't give a fuck if they are or not. So what? Because y'all been doing it for the longest. And they getting out the NIL in a legal way now, and you mad about it, man. Come on, man. Nick Saban out here with this narcissism. Get up out of here, y'all. Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the video in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Peace.